There, you're now named Cookie. I was trying to give my cat a name tag. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video on Electric Life, and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. And as we all know, I think some of you have watched SpongeBob back in your childhood. I think all of you have watched SpongeBob when you grew up. I grew up watching SpongeBob too. I watched SpongeBob since I was about 3 years old. It's a 1999 children's television show, and SpongeBob celebrated his 25th anniversary back in 2024. And the other day, I hit the 100 mark of hitting 100 subscribers. And I also made a post that whoever votes which video you want me to make, I'll make that video. And one of you has chosen SpongeBob Land. So do you know what? Today in this video, I'm going to be making SpongeBob Land, which means I'm going to be building some builds like in the Bikini Bottom. So anyways, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and please don't forget to give this video a like, and please don't forget to give this video a share, and please click the bell so you can get all notifications from me. And now you enjoy the video. So I've been thinking, and the best place to build SpongeBob Land is probably in the desert, because the Bikini Bottom is mostly sand on the ground. So this is probably the place where I'm going to build SpongeBob Land, because this is the flattest place I can find. Or I could, like, you know, get a shovel and dig all of this up so I can make the surface flat. I'll have to take these sugar boxes that are full of gravel and sand, because those are the materials that I definitely need for SpongeBob Land. I'll have to get a bunch of materials before I build SpongeBob Land, because this is going to take a while yet before we completely finish building SpongeBob Land. And yeah, it looks like I was wrong. I do want this place flat, so do you know what? Luckily, in this shulker box, I have a diamond shovel that has silk touch, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and mending on it. And I can mine all of this sand, and I can make this place flat. And I'll have to remove the cactuses and the sugarcane too. Aha, there it is. So I'm just going to try and see what wood I should use to make the Krusty Krab. So it looks like I'll have to use the spruce wood to build the Krusty Krab, because it looks like it was made by spruce wood. Okay, that's a good start. We've got some already, but we need a lot more than that, because it's got a lot of wood on it. Okay, we haven't got any more, but do we have any saplings? Yes, we do. I didn't even see that there. And that reminds me, we will need some dye to make the concrete for SpongeBob and Patrick's house. And also Squidward. Well, I don't think Squidward's house does need to be made by terracotta or concrete. I can use blue coral to make Squidward's house. Anyways, let's get started. Oh. Well, that's a waste of bone meal. I guess I can't do it in hot places like here. Maybe if I just collect some of this dirt, I can use it to go over to the beach, because over here isn't as hot as the Acacia biome. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay, get me out. I did not expect that at all. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get chopping. We've got more than enough to build the Krusty Krab. Now I want to head to the Badlands biome to collect some blue terracotta, because I want to make Squidward's house, and Squidward's house looks like it's made by blue terracotta, so I'm going to do that. If we make yellow dye, and we collect some red poppies, and we turn that into red dye and combine yellow and red, we will have orange dye for the sand and gravel to make the orange concrete later on for SpongeBob's house. I also got light grey concrete, because later on I will also need to build the chum bucket from SpongeBob 2, and of course the grey concrete for the top bit of the bucket. Let's plant some flowers so we can make some more blue dye. And we'll also take the shulker box full of terracotta, and we can use it for Patrick's little house. Next items that I need to collect is cactus, because I'm going to make some lime dye. And there we have it. Aha! There's some ink sacs, cobble deep slate, which is also another thing that I need to get as well as a material, because I'm going to make a footpath. Alright, we are not completely collecting all of the materials, but at least we got a lot to build SpongeBob Land. So here's what I am going to do right now. So I'm going to mine all of the sand. I'm going to dig all the sand up so I can make this place flat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making the footpath. Alrighty everyone, I have finally completed the area. I finally flattened the place. I was gonna dig about this much right here, but just in case if I want more space, I thought I would dig all that up over there too. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna start building the Bikini Bottom. So the first thing that I'm gonna build is SpongeBob, Squidward's and Patrick's house. And I'm gonna start it with SpongeBob. But our shovel, axe, and elytra will need repairing, so you know what? Let's go skulk mining again. There we go, and with all that, we should make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stacks of orange concrete. And now for the exhausting part, trying to place these in the water and mining them afterwards. So, let's get to it. I am currently turning the sand into glass in the furnaces. Now we're going to see whereabouts we're going to build the buildings in the Bikini Bottom. And I'd say I build SpongeBob, Squidward and Patrick's house right around here, and maybe I would build the Krusty Krab somewhere around here, and I probably would also build the jellyfish field where SpongeBob and Patrick try to get jellyfishes about here, and I'll also build the anchor around there, and I will also build Sandy's house there. I'll build the mini city of the Bikini Bottom like in the middle, and there's also a roller coaster too, and I don't want to build that because it will take up a bunch of time, and plus I've got a bunch of more videos to edit, so I'll have to skip that for now. And I'll also build the entrance to Rock Bottom. But first, before I build the house, I want to build a pathway around here so I can make sure that I know where I'm going to build. I think this should be long enough to build 3 houses. I'm going to build the pineapple like so. I mean, it doesn't need to be that big, so I'm going to do it about this size. So there's a window on the bottom right of SpongeBob's house, and it will be right here, so I'm going to place the window right there once my glass is finished. Alright, so I've done the bottom bit of the pineapple. Now it's time to do the leaf part of the pineapple. Yeah, so that's a normal leaf. Okay, there we go. It looks like SpongeBob's house. And oh, actually, do you know what? That actually gave me an idea. I was going to get some blue blocks and use them as windows around it, but then I had an idea. Why not I go to the Ocean Monument and collect some sea lanterns and use them for the outside bits of my window? I'm gonna see if I got any at home. If I haven't, then I'll have to go to the Ocean Monument and collect some. Alright, we only got about this much to make 4 sea lanterns, but that is not enough, so we'll have to go to an Ocean Monument. Also guys, quick tip if you ever come to an Ocean Monument. If you ever come to an Ocean Monument and you find dark prismarine blocks, make sure you dig into them because you can find gold in them. Yeah, it looks alright. It's a bit big, but it will do. Alright, now it's time to build Squidward's house, which is going to be very hard, but let's give it a try. Okay, so I went to look at Squidward's house, and it turns out that Squidward's house is more of a bluish colour, so I'm going to head back to the Badlands and get some blue terracotta. Or I can use light blue dye and terracotta to make blue terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 stacks of light blue terracotta. Now it's time to build Squidward's house. There we have it, we made Squidward's house, and I like how it did with the windows, like the outside bit of the windows is sea lanterns. Now it's time to build Patrick's house. Alright, if we just add the fence on the top, which is like the arrow on top of Patrick's house, we should finish Patrick's house. Alright, the houses for SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick are now built. I just need to add the doors to the houses, which I'll be doing that later on. So now it is time to continue building the Bikini Bottom. The next one that I'm going to build is, of course, the Krusty Krab, which is probably going to be my favourite build. But first I'll need to make a footpath that'll lead to the Krusty Krab, and then I'll start building the Krusty Krab. Alright, that should do it. Now there is also a footpath that goes around the Krusty Krab, so I'm going to do that right away. You know what, I'll do the footpath later, and I'll start building the Krusty Krab. So first off, I'm going to start building this part. Alright guys, say hello to the Krusty Krab. I actually did well with the building, and I also just went to a pale garden and I collected pale oak logs, and I also went to the nether to collect some warped stem logs to make the doors. So here's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to make the cashier counter like in Spongebob. I was going to do it in stone, but why not I do it in white, because it is white anyway. And there we go. It's always handy to have a crafting table with you. The counter is finished, even though I can't make the kitchen and the toilet and also the room with the safe that Mr. Krabs has. The Krusty Krab is nice, but there's actually something missing. Hang on a minute. So let's make the first flag. Okay, there we go. We'll do this one. We're doing so good so far. Let's get some dye. There we go. Okay, that should do it. There we go. I did well with the banners. Now it's time to build Sandy's house, which I'm probably going to build it like somewhere around here. Good thing I collected a bunch of sand so I can turn it into glass. Anyways, let's get to it. There we go. We got our glass and we also got some leaves, wood, and some grass to build Sandy's house. And okay, there we have it guys, we have made Sandy's house. And if we go into this entrance and 2 doors where Sandy gets rid of the water, we will see Sandy's inside of the house. I made a table and chair next to the tree, and if we go up, we'll see that we got some sea lanterns, and I haven't added anything to the tree yet, so I'll do that maybe sometime in another video. Alright, the next build that I'm gonna build is the anchor where Mr. Krabs lives, and I looked on the map, and it looks like Mr. Krabs lives behind the houses where Patrick, Squidward, and Spongebob live, so I'm gonna build the anchor somewhere around here. But I'll need some more footpaths, and I will also need some more deep slate because I need it for the anchor. So anyway, let's get back into the caves and let's get some more deep slate. Alright, we got all the cobbled deep slate that we need. Now it's time to go on a building montage until I am finished building the Bikini Bottom. Alright guys, on the count of 3, I'm going to show you the results of the whole Bikini Bottom. So in 3, 2, 1, welcome to the Bikini Bottom. Like, I've done well at this place, and I also made a sign that says welcome to the Bikini Bottom, which unfortunately I don't have an orange floated. Now we've just entered the Bikini Bottom, I'm going to give you the grand tour. So the first bit I want to show you is the supermarket in the Bikini Bottom. I didn't put any stuff in here yet because, like I said before, I didn't want to place anything inside the buildings yet until another video. The next thing I want to show you is the coral houses that you see in the Bikini Bottom 2, and there's 1 and 2 with flats. But anyways, as we walk on the long road, we will see a jellyfish field with some flowers and some coral. Well, it's actually blue terracotta. And if we go over here, we'll see Sandy's house, and I actually done well with the place, and I showed you this before. And if we go over there, we'll see the Krusty Krab. And now here's another thing that I haven't shown you. This is Mr. Krabs' house. It's an anchor, and I actually done well with it, but I'll need to add some windows to it too. If we go up here, we'll see a little empty area, which I'll add a bedroom here soon. If we go up this ladder in the middle, we'll see a balcony. We can see the Bikini Bottom and the ocean. I'll be putting stairs inside this anchor soon, so don't worry about it guys. And now if we head on the other long road, we'll head to Goo Lagoon, which is the beach where all the characters and SpongeBob go to. I have done well building the Bikini Bottom guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the 100th subscriber special, and also please make sure and continue subscribing so we can hit 200 subscribers in the next few months. And don't forget to give this video a like for the meantime, and please don't forget to share and click the bell so you can get all notifications from me. And also make sure you stay tuned because we got more Fortnite and also more Super Mario Odyssey videos coming. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and remember, stay tuned because we've got more videos coming, and hope to do another video with you guys again soon. So take care.